What is going on YouTube? I am your host, DJ Cuda. Wanted to chime in on a couple of things that I've been hearing and seeing all over in the, the producer world and the Dawless, synfluencer world, so to say. I want to talk to you guys about some things that's going on right now into music, okay? So if you guys are part of my PO33 club, and if you guys are, over at the channel, you guys have heard me say multiple times that I am embarking on starting a couple of new genres, and I named four. One is timecore, synthwave, hip hop, and then another one is basically like some Japanese city pop, type stuff. But and it's funny I said synthwave with a straight face, but it's funny because now it's going around in the community that that music is changing, and I told you guys that like now it's like I gotta be really on my P's and Q's, and the reason why I tried to start a genre now, even though I wouldn't say I'm relatively new to music, but I'm relatively new to the world of producing. And the reason why I want to start another genre is because honestly, you can start a genre in the midst of learning stuff, and then at the same time, it's a pivotal moment in music. Now is the best time to, get into music. Now is the best time to get into music. And there's a lot of things going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like Shook Ones, I think, from Havoc. From Mobb Deep, obviously, rest in peace, Prodigy. Has been a mystery in the world, and now you have a lot of stuff going on. Like almost in every like tech area of the world, you're starting to hear like Chat GPT and AI and all this other stuff is taking over, which is kind of true, but then again, it's not, because once that starts to take over, it's just going to go somewhere else. A lot of people are talking about streams and sales and stuff are down, that might be bad for a rapper, but as a producer, that's not bad for us. You know what I'm saying? And I rap too. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to know, which side to be on, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can still do both. So it's not bad for you in general, But what I'm saying is that there's a lot of things going on in the world today. And in today's show, I'm going to point to you 3 things that you guys need to know when that producers need now, that I know. And this is the stuff that I talk about all the time. AI taking over, genres changing, learning how to do different things, looking at music in a different way, and also I promote learning, because even to my audience, I'm here learning, I take some of my long form videos and I take some of these sessions, and like literally you will see me on live for about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 hours at a time practicing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not because I want to film, hold on. Not because I want to film myself practicing, but it's more so of like, I'm just learning, and I said it a couple of nights, I said it a lot of nights. I feel like I'm getting years of learning out of the way in one session and stuff like that. And that's kind of why I traveled, and that's kind of why that falls into the itinerary of some of the things that I wanted to do, to sit back and focus on certain things. If I'm sitting there practicing for 7 hours and learning how to sample and making beats at the same time and doing certain things on an MPC or a Digitone or an OP1 or a Model Cycles or a pocket operator. What else? There's so much stuff. I'm using the Zoya. You know what I'm saying? I'm using a Death by Audio, rooms, or the Microcosm or something like that. I'm getting a lot of sound design and learning and stuff out, being basically an autodidact. Okay, but here we have a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I want to give you new skills today's producer should learn and today's producer should have, okay? So check me out, okay? So hold on. Number one, I think today's producers should be multi-genre, if that's a word. If I just made that up, give that to me. Multi-genre, okay? And what I mean by that is that me personally, what got me into music was vaporwave. I just like the nostalgic feeling, and I wanted to drum that up in other people with my art, you know? Whether if you've been there or not, or like I wanna bring you there with my music, or I would like to bring you there with my music and my art. I'm gonna say that I want to drum those feelings up in somebody. So I'm basically showing you, and let me tell you something about being an autodidact. There's two things that you need to be an autodidact, which is number one, to have fun, your own fun, because that's personal. Autodidact is self-learn. So your personal fun is going to be it's going to be personal. What you call fun. Some people are red pill, some people are black pill with this music shit. Some people are blue pill. Okay? But if you're learning this, you need to have fun. Okay? And your fun is going to help you to learn. So you just need two things as an autodidact so you can learn everything. Basically, well, three things. I'm adding this third thing, but you really need two things. One, you need a hunger for knowledge. That's so underrated when we talk about this. This is when I give advice like this is advice that I charge for. But I'm giving this to y'all for free, okay? So make sure you watch this video to the end because I got some more gems for you, okay? And if you feel what I'm saying, make sure you guys do me a huge favor and hit the super thanks button. Any amount is cool. $1, $2, it doesn't matter. If you feel what I'm saying, listen to what I'm about to say here, okay? You need to have an insatiable, you need to have a hunger for learning. The other two things that I can tell you, anybody can tell you that, okay? To be an autodidact, obviously, you have to have an objective, which is a goal, and it can be tangible. As a matter of fact, I want a goal to be tangible because once you've achieved a certain goal, then you can set your sights higher because you're further. You understand what I'm saying? You're further where you are before. If you've done something and you've gotten a goal that you thought you couldn't achieve, but it's like now I've achieved that. So what else can I do? You set your sights higher. And then number two, have fun. Have fun achieving your goals, and time flies when you're having fun. Some people are like, yo, how can you spend this long? And some people even try to diss me and talk about, yo, how can you spend this long time on the internet and stuff? Because I live a functional life. You know, I have a regular life. I go outside, I do things. There's time for everything. I'm really, you know, you'll be surprised how much time you have, even if you dedicate a long time to doing something. So what I'm saying is that, you know, and that's also with my online presence. That also gets my online presence up, and that also takes care of consistency. You know what I'm saying? So I turn a certain thing into a lifestyle, and I'm still able to live my life. But what I'm saying is, have fun with what you're doing, because when you have fun, time flies. So when people are asking me, yo, how can you do this? How can you do this for long periods of time? Because they're going to laugh at you. They're going to talk shit about you. Then they're going to ask you how you did it. Okay? So number one, have fun with what you're doing because time will fly. And what you're doing is you're manipulating something into your favor. Because when you're at work and you're watching the clock and time is not flying, it's like, when time is not flying, it's like, damn, man, I'm doing all this work, whoop-de-whoop. Damn, I'm trying to go home, whoop-de-whoop. And it's like, yo, time is taking forever. But when you're having fun, or even if you're having fun at work or something happens, or a good day at work, time flies like that. So one of the indicators in dharma, not karma, in your life, we're going to talk about dharma on the next show, but one of the indicators of you're doing right in your life is dharma, which means you're on your life's path. You're on your life's purpose. So time will fly. That works in your favor because your 10,000 hours or whatever hours that you need to become pro, and especially being an autodidact, adds up. So you need to get a system, a vehicle that can make those hours fly by fast, because the quicker you get this done, the quicker to success you become. And I learned that from my brother Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? I know some people are going to click off because they heard that name. It triggers y'all, whatever. Yo, get this game. So, but another thing that they don't tell you that you need is an appetite for information. You need an appetite for information, okay? Anybody can have fun. That doesn't mean they're learning. Anybody can have fun, burn time, and anybody that just has fun and can burn time can be an autodidact by just having fun and having an objective. But the education comes in when you have a need for information and you're not a know-it-all. You can be laced, you can be taught, you can learn things, okay? So that's what I'm talking about. DJ Cuda's, third, add-on to that is to have just have a desire and a dire need of knowledge. You want to learn something, whether it's dumb, whether it doesn't make sense, whatever. You want to learn as much as possible, because what your brain does psychologically is it compartmentalizes things, and it tries to break it down into little things so it can understand what it's doing. There's things that you can do for the first time, but if you have enough experience in psychology, not even just psychology, but if you have enough relationship experience and you know how certain things go and you know how things are, your brain, what it will do is like, hey, I kind of felt that before. It relates to this, and it develops a certain type of relation with things and things that you're doing to make things more familiar with you so you can learn, or you can establish a relationship, a new connection or a new relationship with this. I learned this a long time ago dealing with women and chasing women. There was a lot of women that I've met for the first time, but their personality and stuff like that reminded me of other women that I've approached, other women that I know, other women that I interact with and socialize with and mingle with and have been in relationship with, and just the whole 9 yards. So it was easy for someone like me to establish comfort. That's what we call it in the seduction world, but or in the game. Establish comfort. So essentially what you're doing is you're establishing comfort with some of the topics and the things that you're doing, because it is a relationship. Okay? So getting back to today's show before we get up out of here, okay? And thank you guys for watching today's show. Hopefully I'm lacing you guys with some game. New skills today's producers should learn. The 3 genres that I think you guys should learn, personally for me, is Afro beats, because it's taken off. It can be mid-tempo, and it can be high tempo, high BPMs, mid BPMs. There's a fly in here. If you want to know if there's a fly in your house, turn on a bright light. I need to close that window. Lo-fi. I'm doing lo-fi. Vaporwave started me. I've done EDM, which is high tempo, low tempo. Well, not low tempo, but high tempo. I've done house music, which is fairly mid-tempo. I've done everything else. But now I'm focusing on lo-fi. But I know how to do EDM. I know how to do house. I know how to do trance. I released the album. Okay? Which you guys can get, which will be in the low. Sister Synths and Sex. It's those 3 words, okay? And it's going to be on Spotify. The links will be in the description, okay? Afro beats is one. Me, I'm doing lo-fi right now, which is chill and mid-tone. So I can either do hip-hop or lo-fi, right? And then reggaeton, which could be slow and which could be high tempo. So the new skills today's producer needs, so you can be multi-genre, is a genre that's high and mid-tempo and mid to low tempo. That's going to be your sweet spots. So I do lo-fi and hip-hop. Hip-hop, I can either, some of the hip-hop beats that are mid-tempo, I can either lo-fi them and bring them down to a shorter tempo. Some of the, like, let's say reggaeton or Afro beats and stuff, you're more high tempo. So you have a genre that's high to mid, you have a genre that's mid to low, and you have a genre that's low to mid. Perfect, right? You're getting all stones done. You're killing 3 birds with 1 stone. So that's what you need to focus on, you know. Those are the basic 3 types of styles, you know, that you need to master and diversify your beats and have success, especially in the future. Because what's being talked about in the hip-hop world is that rap is going right now through a transformation. Albums aren't selling as much. Streams are down. Artists aren't producing as much. Rap is going through a punk rock phase. I talk about it more in depth in detail on my show. Real shit. Rap is going through a punk rock phase where now it's breaking off into everywhere. You have people uploading reggaeton songs that are literally rap songs, but they're saying, no, it's not rap, it's reggaeton. You have people uploading Afrobeat song and rhyme and they're doing that Burna Boy shit, right? And it's like, no, nigga, that is rap. But he's saying, no, it's not rap. It's Afro beats. So you're killing yourself and you're killing your production, limiting yourself to one genre. Now, what I do is I focus on one genre for the most part. And when I think I know enough or I know a little bit, I kind of jump to another genre, but I'm producing both at the same time. So if I'm focusing on lo-fi, I'll do some lo-fi stuff, but every once in a while I put out an EDM beat, or I put out a house beat, or I put out something else. Because when you're using your machines, because I do everything Dawless, but this may happen with you on the computer, certain sounds. You know, if you're a producer, you got to collect sounds. So once you collect a lot of sounds, you may have a bunch of house sounds, you may have a bunch of hip-hop sounds, you may have a bunch of all kinds of sounds that you may or may not be using. And you can even make a house beat, or you can make a hip hop beat with a bit of house elements or whatever. So make sure you have a good 3 genres that you're cycling through, that is in between high tempo, low tempo, and mid tempo. Okay. So what I'm saying is that, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the business, and there's a lot of stuff going on in the industry. Thank God, though. Because I'm learning the game, and I'm learning a lot, and everything that I learn, I'm going to share it with you guys. Thank God that you're a producer. Because I'm not going to lie. I've been a rapper before, and I still rap. But it's cool to be like, yo, I'll go back to producing if this doesn't work out. Or I'll focus on something else music-wise if this doesn't work out. Because artists are going through it nowadays. Boosie, all kinds of people, a lot of people, they want to be social media and content creators. They want to be us. And a lot of us that's pioneered and paved the way for them to even do stuff like that don't get our credit. But get your credit. It's Player Talk Radio. I want to thank you guys for coming through. New producers, older producers, veteran producers. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, okay? I have a light on me, so I'm not that light skinned. I'm in Southeast Asia. I kind of got a tan. I don't know why I just said that. Anyway, it's Player Talk. Peace. We out.